No more clocks. Time has stopped. Hello, everyone. Oh, wait. I'm still in Silent Hill. What's going on with that? Here, one moment, folks. Oh, what? Where'd it go? There we go. Go. Hello, everyone. What is cool? What is hip? What is happening? It is I, your friendly neighborhood ape man, ape of the hour, coming at you live this fine Friday evening. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing Gucci. Welcome on in. So today I was gonna stream some more Donkey Kong Country or something like that, but because Hibby and I are still on Donkey Kong Country 2, I didn't want to play Donkey Kong Country 2 because I didn't want to be ahead of where we were before. So instead, I asked some friends to suggest some games that I could play, and my friend Shay recommended this game. It's a horror game called Love Sam, made by Korean, I think it's, what was it? Korean Linguistics Lab? I'm not entirely sure the significance of that, but I know not virtually, I know literally nothing about this game. I'm going into this completely blind, completely fresh, and I imagine that many of you are probably going to go in the same way too. So at least we're in the same boat. If there's something that makes you go like, "Hey, what the fuck?" I'm thinking, "What the fuck?" At the exact same time. So, without any further ado, let's dive right into it. I've never heard of a Sam. There you go. This is Love Sam. New game. Little heart. Clothes. More clothes. It looks like a journal in there. Some toilet paper. It's January 2010. Well, 15 years ago. My dirty little secrets. Read on to move on. Read on to move on. Okay. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems to be a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I can't just forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know, over dramatic much. Knowing Brian Colmer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. Let's just say this diary is what's left of our relationship. 3 years, no, 3 years have passed, and the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw on me again? B left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school to go on to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I could only rely on my memories of him to keep on going. I wonder if it was the same for him too. When you love someone, his existence just gets etched into your brain. So no matter how much B changes, I will always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? I love B, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. It's been 3 years, so it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him too much credit? So here comes the big question. Will he remember me? Circle your answer. Will he remember me? I'm gonna say yes. Can I circle my answer? Maybe I have to find a Ouija board. Huh. There's a bathroom. Oh, I need a pencil. Boy. Let me sit back down. I thought that was a given. I'm gonna say yes. Who am I kidding? It's B we're talking about. He didn't have the most perfect we didn't have the most perfect relationship, but he won't just dump his memory of me down the toilet or something. He's too much of a nice guy for that. And don't forget cute. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough to him. Enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. Used to be my favorite place. Naturally, because it was B's favorite place to begin with. If there were two things that were too good for Rosen Peak, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world, Brian Colmer. 5 stars. Well, there you go. I do too. I think after 3 years you'd remember someone. I remember people who I haven't spoken to in over 15 years still. Things were so much easier back then. Brian would just go, hey, and I would be like, hi. Nothing but hanging out after that with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. It was such a good thing. We had such a good thing going. Will he remember my voice? Will he say hey to me again? Does time really ruin our moments? Did time really ruin our moments? Oh! Unknown. Hello? Oh. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Anyway. Back to reading. Puts my phone on silent. I just wanted to say hello every time I called him. But what I want to do and can do are two different things. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too in a way, though. Hey, hi. He was so eager to know who was calling him from the middle of the night. I wish I could sneak into people's minds, look beyond their eyes just by staring. If I had that power, I would never stop looking into through Brian's window. That's kind of creepy. Oh. What the hell? What the heck is going on? Wait, there's a note. August 21st, 2006. That as a debut outfit, I admired confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of new school, and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Wayrite High Academy. I spent the last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. But looks like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me as if I'm a candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but you know there's something fishy in there. Judging from the whispers, I could figure out that they didn't know Wayrite even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peak, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempt to socializing with people who call me a city girl. Well, screw you too, hillbillies. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can help keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten, but this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write you later, diary, my only true friend. Love, Sam. Now entering Rosen Peak. Oh, I see. Yes, I read that. Ooh, what's a broken heart? I don't. Yeah, life in Rosen Peak was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Lies. Interesting. Wrote a poem in B's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Lazley's poetry practices, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lazley always told us, poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do the work. Well, this is how I feel. I started at his doorstep, heart filled with desire, with rushes down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. Knock, knock, whoa. Someone at the door? Who did that? Who did that indeed? Ooh, that's a nice tablecloth. Peculiar. Well... Another note. August 22nd, 2006. Stacy is a classic. FYI, she's one who talked crap about my favorite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view, triggered an obvious backbite. I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of my day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. I could still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by Wayrite. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader, even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city. I really feel guilty for leaving her alone, even if it's Dad's fault our family is torn apart like this. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get your shit together. If not for you, for Mom. Hey, oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh god, that's eerie. Other Wayrite kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open even before I put my hand on the knob. But B's door was closed shut, so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him, but couldn't get him to open up. I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint. Something behind that bright smile. But, on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me. Enough to make me want to never leave his side. Ever! Oh, the light turned off. Let me turn the lights back on. Maybe this one? Guess not. Oh, there's a letter here. My first Rosen Peak weekend, August 26, 2006. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery/horror genre. Lush forests, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit to the lake one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just going to leave the POI on my to-do list, which is already filled with a crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wayrite still try their best to get as far away from school as possible after class, to escape from choking on the pressure the teachers give them. Even on weekdays, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of the power of public transportation to get to the more crowded parts of town. It does feel too quiet with no one left at school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I did in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. So, I wonder how I should spend this afternoon. Write you later. Love, Sam. B was always pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed. But he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for a star player. B was the best quarterback Wayrite could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the fields always triggered something tingly within me. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache, a good kind of bad headache. I wanted it to stop. I never wanted it to stop. Oh. But as soon as B gave me that, hey, all those headaches were washed. I used to be the best description I could ask for. Hey. Take away the pain and let only the good things stay. Okay, let me get up here. I don't know where to put this hay. One moment. Where do I put this? No battery. But as soon as B gave me that, asked for. Oh, what's this say? August 31st, 2006. For a boarding school, Wayrite intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I visited the library for Miss Lazy's book assignment today, and two things surprised me. One, the place was much bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in there. Two, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library, maybe because they feared being lost in there. The place was too clean. Even the books showed little signs of human touch. I wonder if Stacy is even thinking of picking a book. With her admiring her boyfriend Kyle's tattoo all day, I doubt she has spare time to do that. If she depend Is she depending on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously? According to what I saw us so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever is coming out of Stacy's mouth or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy. Brian, was it? So, yeah, right. In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. Open those eyes. No need for words. The sweetest love songs those eyes utter. So turn around and sing for me. Oh no. A stick? Anything else? No, it doesn't seem like it. I miss him, even when I'm with him. I see him. Even when he is not looking. September 4th, 2006. Visited the library again, a bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. He's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's... Oh my god. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's boyfriend's bud wandering around the library is uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick a book for Miss Lasley's assignment. I almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. Woe is me, hate to admit, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I had wrote already. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. Love, Sam. One day, you'll start looking for me too. Only to realize I was with him the whole time. Like a boogeyman under a sleeping child's bed. Oh, the lights came back on. What? I don't like this. I don't like this, Sam. Oh, you know what? I probably need a stick. To September 7th, 2006. It was Miss Kane's ninth psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time, he gave... Mr. Kane, sorry. Mr. Kane's ninth psychology class. This time, he gave each of us a mask and made us express our personalities by drawing on it. Again, this was a psychology class. The last thing I wanted to do right now is open up to others, so for the next 30 cringy minutes, I managed to create one of the most basic personality masks one can imagine. If my mask were a cover letter, it would start with, I'm a people person. But it's not the dumb exercise that's bugging me right now. When the masks were being passed around, Brian, yep, him again, kinda smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of my class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain probs wanted an excuse for screwing up today's math test. Oh! Okay. Do they want it back? What's up on the wall? What will B remember me as? A friend, a weirdo, a liar? After all, he didn't really know me, like really know me. No one did. I had to put on so many masks just to survive high school. The me that B knew was just layers and layers of a fabricated image. If I could never take them off. Couldn't let anyone see how vulnerable I was. I would have been beaten alive. Worse, B would have left me completely. Even when the fragile layers wore off, I couldn't take them off. So that's all I did. Cover up the holes before anyone could peek through. Cover them up. Don't let them see my face. Find the lies. Oh. Oh no, the clock. Oh God. I don't do well under this kind of pressure. Oh! Jump scare. Whew. Well, we know at least where one of them is. Here, one moment, y'all. Let's see. All right, let's try that again. All right, so we know where one of them is. I'm gonna get jump scared again. I'm gonna get jump scared again. Well, hold on here. Let me check something here real quick. I just need to figure out where to find these. This is gonna annoy me. Alright. Let's try again. I have no idea where they are, though. Oh, there's another one. Hello, Shay. Oh, raiding with a party of 9. Welcome in. I got jump scared, and you got jump scared too. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. It's your friendly neighborhood ape man, ape of the hour, coming at you live this fine Friday evening. I'm playing Love Sam. A party of 9, including your worst nightmare. I'm at a part in the diary where I have to... Hey, who let that manatee in there? I have to find the lies, apparently. Although I don't know where all the lies are. I know there's one in here. Or there should be one in there. Let me see. I know there's one in here. There's one in here. Where's the last one? I feel it would be in the bathroom, but oh, there it is. Passion. Oh. Goodness. Lies of P. September 11th, 2006. I was returning some books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I didn't know the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time to get the stupid assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind already jumbled from the ambush. All I remember was saying, "How about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started. 'Cause boys like a story with blood and breaking bones, right?" Oh, God. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, "See you later" at some point, and I said, "Yeah, see ya." Yeah, see ya, Misery. Real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, now he does now. Find the lies. How's the game been treating you? It has startled me at points, but otherwise it's been okay. What I did for B. All of them, because I loved him. Why couldn't he just understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared. But B didn't even appreciate the things I've done for him. I never wanted a drama. I wanted a poem like life, a tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it as long as B does. I hope B remembers our little world, even if he forgot about it. I made him a map so he could find his way back. And I think it's a good time to come back now, B. Yeah. Let's go back to our small world where all our favorite places are forever etched in my heart. Go back. Oh, what does this say? I could fix her? I don't know about that. September 16th, 2006. Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I went there. I went there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere again and said, "Hey." Started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered me to give me a tour of the town. 10 minutes later, and we were passing Joe's Diner, home of the world-famous pancakes, says Brian. There is also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates that place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place, too, unlike the music store, which, according to him, seriously needs to restock. I found my own POI, a bookstore. It was already weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side, though. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste the sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Out the window, I could see the weird, gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that he had a secret base of some kind there. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove me off to meet with his friends. I was exhausted but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? Oh, another heart. Huh. Mark our favorite spots. Well, let's see. We had the diner. And we had the donut shop. I think that was it. Any others? Oh, you know what? One moment. Stand up. Yep, that's where I thought it would be. Diner, the donut shop, and the bookstore? No. Oh, the hill. Oh! Blood. I miss Morning Dew donut shop. B never shuts up about donuts. They did taste sweet, just like Brian's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need it. I need to eat it up. Can I eat the donut? I'd like to eat the donut. Unless there's another one I need. But you microwave the donut? That is messed up. What the hell? Ugh. Yeah, that's what you get for fucking microwaving a donut. Crazy bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's in here? Ooh, a little person. It's a crime. It is a crime. September 25th, 2006. The Golems just obliterated the Hammerheads today. I now know why they said Brian and Kyle were more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo too if only Kyle wasn't an assload of a douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Call me old-fashioned, but I think I should go to a hospital and get the ego checked out, because it must be huge, swollen huge. At least he leaves me alone, other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy keeps hanging out with him, but Brian? They do say we sometimes become friends with those who are the opposite ends, so maybe it's not such a weird thing. For me, the real win was the photo I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. Bringing the Polaroid camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a good idea now. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from the drama, but when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe it's just okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is, but for now I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on and just shove it under my bed, just like the pictures I took today. Oh man, are we going to have to look under the bed again? I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him just so we could chat. But I was afraid of what Brian would think of that. I couldn't even hurt his reputation. Crime time. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say, "Hello?" That was as far as our late-night phone call chit-chat could go. I hung up, wondering if he knew who was on the other end of the line. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called. That red, fiery sensation. Red. So fucking red. Red everywhere. Finish what you started. Oh, I need like a red pen or something. There we go. Don't mind if I do. Oh! Oh, Lordy Lou. It's frightened me. Putting that away. Put that back in there. There we go. Red ever. Oh, we still have to do more? Are there other ones? Oh yeah, they're everywhere. Bathroom scare got me really good. Interesting. Well, maybe it's in the bathroom. Just don't know. You don't remember when. Interesting. Oh, do I have to write Brian and Sam? Sam and Brian or whatever? What am I supposed to do? Oh, there's one in here. Whoa! A forest? Come with me, my little child, to the forest of denial. Come with me, my only mind. Let's see. Oh. Sam, meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me. Oh. Oh my god. Scared the hell out of me. Oh my god. September 28th, 2006. Due date for Miss Lasley's book report is right around the corner, and I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed. Normally I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason I thought, hey, why not? The premise for Mingled? I don't know why I struggled to read that. The premise for Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as any more than friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's all because all those girls around him, so she starts making a list of all the basic girls who have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time for a revise. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking me for help with some of his work, and I gladly agree to. But why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices so he can bring trophies to our beloved school, it becomes safe to say I'm taking a part in a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for personal reasons, right? Right? I wanted so badly to be close to Brian. So close I can peep into his beautiful head. So close I can just lean into him and tell him my deepest desires. You. Maybe I put me there? What? So close I can whisper, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Don't look away, don't look away, don't look away, don't look away. Oh! I looked away. Let me try that again. Oh, this is hard. Stop. I need more mouse pad. Man, one moment. One moment. Scoot my keyboard over. There we go. Oh, you want to look so bad? I look too far over. October 6, 2006. Stacy invited everyone to a late post-victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. To think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she can be. I'd prefer celebrating quietly in my room, but since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it would be sort of rude of me not to be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off if I managed to strike up a conversation with Brian. An Omega hanging out with an Alpha? Kyle would be busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I messed up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? Like staring into closed eyes, I could never know if B knew I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew, but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much, but what's the point? Why when the stench is still there? He is infinity, eyes shining like a jeweled diadem, and then putrescence, asphyxiance, and devourance. I'm quoting something. But anyway, I started to think the only way to get B's attention was to throw him off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show him how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. No matter what happens next, it would at least give me some sort of closure and peace. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. It made me want to puke. They smile as if their relationships with Brian mean anything, and yet I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left Rosen Peak. B was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says pick me to college admission like a spotless student record. You can't just shake up my whole world and leave. Oh. Let's see, October 7th, 2006. Oh man, everything's gone wrong. All my senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking any booze. The pain only escalated the moment Brian texted me. You feeling okay? No, I was not okay. And why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy, happy, and cute. His words, not mine. Real quick. I was so close to being the center of the party that he had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Congrats, Sam. You reached a new low in life. Shit. Is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to kill myself. He said, maybe now is a good time to show you my secret hideout, since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me. Is he seriously going to take me into his Calton Hill hideout? Tomorrow I'm going to the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peak with Brian. There's something in my head that keeps me awake, and it's not hangover. Let me put this up on the wall. There's something else over here. Suicide suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl is 17 was found dead at Calton Hill, likely ended her own life, police says. Sam Holt, oh, that's us. Sam Holt, a transfer student of Waywright Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation... Sorry, I keep reading these without the alt text. The investigation of Miss Holt's death faced a few challenges. Sorry, I sneezed. However, interviews with school faculty members and its students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff of Calton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of her former teachers. She was probably publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have worked as a tipping point. It must have worked as a tipping point for her. Rosen Peak police say the fall did not kill Sam instantly. It is possible she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Waywright Academy now faces suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother of Miss Holt. Oh. Someone at the door? Ooh, a dinosaur. I like dinosaur. Oh, I'm back in the forest. Oh. Who's this? Oh. Well, damn. Man, put your clothes away. The pigsty in here. October 8th, 2006. OMG, Brian actually took me to Calton Hill. The hideout Brian mentioned was a wonderful view of the small town, the whole place under the golden sunset. The best part of this spot was it was quiet, hidden, and unsafe. You could easily roll down the hill if you were careless or drunk, and no one could find you for days. How awesome is that? Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident, though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peak is, and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can get fed up with views like that too, with this too. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's views back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half as bad. When I came down from the hill, it became clear. My life just became a bit more messed up now. I know because I really wanted to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get us to sleep as quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. Brian's secret hideout. A closed Calton Hill hiking route discovered by himself so he can hide out from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. All life's problems. Well, how do you like that? I wish it could be our special place. Ours and ours only. Calton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Was I just one of his many friends? Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave even after I told him we wouldn't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosen Peak, and me, to him, I was just a background in his picture. Oh. Who's taking pictures of me? You don't deserve a face. Well, I don't have one, apparently. October 10th, 2006. Oh! Oh! Oh, what the fuck? I didn't even get to read this dang thing. Anyway. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about Mingled, mostly because my stupid brain thinks I'm sort of like the main character, Jenny. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny goes on this jealousy-fueled sabotage rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without context, but it's actually kind of cute. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael, popular. He has killer biceps, busy hanging out with people. I can't see what he wants because all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about beyond the boring stuff? What kind of person does he like? What does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be harmful, and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I can tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. Maybe that's it. We already did this part. Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Rosen Peak as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hold of tainted memories, till I drown in my own endless nightmare. Don't leave me. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie. Whispers that eat away my brain, piece by piece. No matter how hard I try to. Oh God, I hear them again. Are you in a healthy relationship? Take this quick survey to find out. One must take as much as one gives. Obsession is a stronger form of love. No one can have what you can't. B never loved you. Because you are you're a selfish little shit. All your problems are caused by you. Results are in. It looks like you still have your eyes closed shut. And keep them shut. How long will you last this time? Oh. Sorry, I'm getting messaged. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. It's getting worse. The fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack on my heart. October 13th, 2006, Miss Lazley gave me an easy poetry assignment for once. She said it's okay to make a parody of those classics as long as we stick to the basic ABCB rhyme. So I took the library of letting my imagination go ABC berserk. Here is a slight taste of my early work. Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time. And guess what? He said he can handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm not. I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth or uses her idiot brain. P.S. I've decided to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorm are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy, though, if you know what I mean. Oh, damn. The shade. That's fucked up. Damn, Sam. I even saw one of the girls using a notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch someone's been reading my diary. I've decided not to ignore this hunch. It's getting bigger and bigger. The voices I hear from the crack are getting louder. I see more and more eyes staring at me through the gap. Even when I ran out of places to run, I had one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark. I must look for them in the dark. Oh no. ABCB. Wait, is there? We cannot. Okay. Well, great. My nyctophobia is gonna catch up with me. Wait, what did that say? I apologize for anybody who has photosensitivity. Now would be a very good time to look away. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Thought I was stuck there. Where could it be? Oh, on the ceiling. I cherish your smile. I indulge your gaze. They keep me so warm, like endless sun rays. October 20th, 2006. With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say, the teachers here don't give their poor students a break just because the test is over. It's not like I'm burdened with helping out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going to college since he's practically a local football star. Maybe his pushy police officer dad raised him to be an overachiever. It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle who always find excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you are a sports star, you'll end up with douches like him, no matter how nice a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I don't need conversations to know what he's like. First of all, his girlfriend is friggin' Stacy Landings. The stare he gives me when I pass by is enough to creep me out for the whole day. I would be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has Kyle to play with, so why would she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend out for a drive. Jeez, have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of the poison he does not deserve. Oh no. A knock at the door. Oh, sorry. Wrong key. Who's there? Oh. Oh. Hello there. What's this all about? Oh, I see. Oh, you know, shut up. Hello? Hello? Oh. Greenheart College. Discover your potential with our early admission program. We are waiting for anyone who's ready to take the next step. Apply now. They a little shy, I guess so. Well, I guess they want me to do something in here. What the fuck are you smiling at? Oh. Where'd it go? Don't pussy out. This is for B. Careful. Press it. Okay. Oh. Oh, damn it. Not this guy again. Oh, gosh. That got me. Whew. Oh. Oh no. Mold. October 23rd, 2006. There was a consulting session for Greenheart College student programs at the gym today. I've seen its posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to visit and spend my precious few school time reading brochures. And once again, just like at the library, I was surprised to see Brian there. He was at the early decision program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead I ran from my room, jumped to my bed, and out of nowhere, tears just started to drop. I knew it was because of those stupid hearts. Yep, I saw those hearts again. Now they were on the gym walls, too. At first I thought, who drew them here must be very insecure about their relationship. But the truth is that I wish I had a relationship to be insecure about. Deep down, I know I want my own hearts on the wall, too. But seeing Brian at college booth felt like finally getting punched back by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. I thought of staying here at Rosen Peak, but with Brian preparing to leave, there's just no point to it. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain's creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully, I'll wake up next week. I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night. My lifeless room. Endless nightmare. My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for. Not even a false hope to look forward to this time. Long time ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change. But every day was still just like every day. He was still a school star. I was still just his friend. When you live in Rosen Peak, people expect things to stay the same. If anything changed between us, I could ruin B and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed when my whole world burned. I kept telling myself maybe after graduation I'll be able to express my feelings for him. I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and body. Called myself a coward. But I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. Oh, Ciderance, raiding with a party of two. Welcome in, folks. I am Ape of the Hour, your friendly neighborhood ape man. I'm playing a game called Love Sam. It's a horror game, and we're pretty far into it, but we will see. There's some spooky things happening here. To catch you up to speed, I believe we're playing the role of this high school girl named Sam Holt, who has feelings for this guy named Brian, but she never fully confessed her feelings about him and stuff like that. There's more to it than that, but anyway. But I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid crawled up in bed. Poor? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really the victim of all this? Who is here to judge me anyway? It's all over. Everyone left me. So why do I feel like I'm being chased? Like someone's always watching me. Like someone's always trying to judge me. Oh, let me check my phone here. How did the invite go? Is she in or not? Oh, she's coming. Dorks like her can't say no to parties like this. Sweet, time to give her the drama she wants so bad. Oh man. That's Stacy. It's because of her. The moment she came into our lives, what little I had to just enjoy started to crumble. November 2nd, 2006. I know I used half of this diary writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. Oh, it wasn't even past the first class when I saw her arguing like crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done doing shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She strutted towards me and said, "This is all your fault. Why don't you go back to fucking San Diego?" Whoa, what did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle for answers, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I rarely saw them hanging out recently. I didn't know things were this intense. Brian's been acting weird, though. He hasn't talked to me much recently. He even looks somewhat more upset than usual. I finally tried to ask him what was wrong, but he cut me short, asking if I called him last night again. All I could give him was a blank face until Brian said, "Never mind," and walked away. What was that about? What did he mean by again? Calling him in the middle of the night for no reason is something I've dreamed of, but that doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell is going on? Only bad changes happen in my life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That was all she was to me. Hell, that was all she was to everyone else. But then I saw them talking at the library. Ooh, interesting. It seems that these journal entries here, the ones that we've read those pages, Thorns, those are by Sam. But these, at least I believe, these seem to be written by Stacy. She sounds jealous. Oh, S&B. Maybe it's not Stacy and Sam and Brian, but Stacy and Brian. The plot thickens. But then I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I could tell what was going on. He was making her smile. It was another smile taunting my feelings for B. How could no one would ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with at that moment? Change was happening, and I didn't like it at all. Stacy didn't like it either, and she could never stand and letting an easy social prey slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She took pictures of some of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted and childish game. The diary had no special meaning to me, not until I read about how Brian took that cunt on a fucking tour of the town. He had no interest in girls whatsoever, and suddenly now he's hanging out with an outsider? And that moment, I got tired of doing nothing. I knew I had to do something, so I gave Stacy an idea. I was going to be easy. It was going to be easy. Spike her drink, get her wasted, and humiliate the shit out of the city girl in front of everyone. Only then she would know her place. It could have been so simple, only if B didn't get in the way. Oh. Bummer. I was hoping to do the nasty stuff to her drunk ass. Wow. Still can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. Well, bitches like Sam tend to make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad in her diary. Bet she has some nasty daddy issues, too. I know. How about we show everyone how needy a bitch can be? Damn. Sounds fun. But how? Oh. I was going to read that. These girls are savage. Lord almighty. Oh. I don't like the sound of that. Oh. That Brian. Oh. This can't be happening. No, no, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. November 6th, 2006. What the fuck is going blank? I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking again. It started when I opened my locker and something poured out. A few seconds, my brain was cut off from what was ever happened, but I finally looked down. There was dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian with gibberish written on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at the pictures, then at me, then at the pictures. Brian was there too. The face he gave me, the face of disgust. He turned away and left. He didn't even say anything. I tried to chase him, say something, anything to him, but the floor started spinning and people started whispering like they knew what was going on. The air soon began to choke my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran out to class. Of course, Stacy must have done something to do with this. I looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was about nothing but avoiding eye contact with anyone. I can't sleep. Brian's not answering any of my texts. There's no one to talk to. B kept saying nothing. Saying nothing was going on between them. Lies. But I wasn't about to believe everything was just fine. How could you? Lies. Oh my god. In my eyes, Sam was using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. She wanted drama that she didn't deserve. She deserves shit. She doesn't get to barge in and start stealing the life I've only dreamed of. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into others' secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about her little trip to Colton Hill. It was our hideout since first year of high school, and her presence turned it into a fucking nothing. How could B do this to us? Maybe this isn't Stacy. Maybe this is a friend of Stacy's. I'm not entirely sure, but some tangentially related girl. The only way to break them apart was to show Brian what a creep she was. I kept reading that disgusting word she wrote on her diary. Blarg. At the same time I felt something. A reminder of how I felt when I fell for B. How it felt so right and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow and never helped with making the feelings go away. Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Did you find it or not? I think she knows I'm sneaking into her room. I can't find it anywhere. Babe, don't you think you're too obsessed with breaking them up? You're bailing on me now? Forget it. Please, babe. Maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. I said forget it. So tired. The school counselor called me today. Miss Ferns asked me if the rumors were true. Rumors that I've been leaving heart drawings all over the school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of its mind. I didn't even know the letters in the fucking hearts spelled S and B. And what? Just because the initials are S and B, suddenly every name that starts with them are either Sam or Brian? And guess what? Even crazier words are on the street. Sam Holt, the daughter of a sex offender, craves forbidden love. How on earth did Stacy find out about Dad? Why would she do so much to fuck up my life? And where the fuck is she? Is she... You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words to describe this fucked up situation. I can't believe I have to go through this again, so far from home and so soon. Brian, please... Please say something. Then I remembered. She wrote something about her dad. I must have had something to do with her existence in my life. I started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Keith Holt, arrested for sexually assaulting a teenager. It was beautiful. I found the perfect ending. All I had to do next was fill in the rest of the story. Sam Holt calls Brian from a payphone in the middle of the night and silently listens to his voice. Gina Hansen. How did Sam's dad even get married? He likes little girls, doesn't he? Maybe Sam's mom used to be a pervert, the pervert's victim. Oh my gosh. Sam takes Brian's picture and keeps them hidden in her locker. That Sam girl's got some balls. Everyone's talking about her pervy dad, and she's still showing up to class. Respect. Sam Holt draws hearts all over the school to let others know Brian is hers. My God, how could Sam Holt... Oh my God. Sam went on the news for touching teens. That's a bye-bye world for me. Oh my God. Teenagers, man. They're relentless. A needy city girl with a huge hole to fill. A hole left by her sweet old daddy. And she was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparations while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It wasn't easy. I almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom. But I kept going. Every picture I took was a love confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him. You know, what if, okay, maybe, again, this isn't Stacy now. What if this is Kyle? That'd be interesting. When enough suspicion piled up on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that B was there to see the spectacular unfold when it happened. It was over. Things were about to turn back to normal, and then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. Oh crap. I'm done watching you get away with the shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find out what's going on? I know you've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her. Well, I had my share of fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part about you drawing those blank hearts all over school. Hope you enjoy your happy life now that there's no Brian to get in your way. Oh, by the way, I saw you staring at the college poster. What did you like? What, did you like the girl in the poster too? Is that why you tore her face off? You need help, and don't bother calling me. Well, how'd you like that? Please, man. Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. It's a meaningless prank, that's all. Please, B, don't do this. Text me back, please. The day Stacy told Brian was the day he talked to me. He was so angry at me. He would never understand what I did for him. Typical. So fucking typical. Again, I was left alone to suffer. This time, someone had to pay for it. Oh, there's the locker. The key. Or rather, I have to put this on it. Man. Waiting for someone? Kyle, what are you doing here? You just can't stay away from him, can you? You know you don't deserve him. I don't know what you're talking about. Our lives are ruined because of you. Hey, don't come any... Whew. Ah, the stick. cute bag. Sam, meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me. It was an accident. I never meant to kill her. Or maybe I did I? But doesn't matter now. Did any of it matter? I left the team soon after, or what happened at Colton. After that, the school, from what I heard, Brian easily got accepted to college. He left town right after graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with a notable school record worked like a charm. He's been growing the idea of leaving Rosen Peak since his mom died. Leaving him alone with his obnoxious dad, it didn't help much with being attached to his hometown. He kept his plan, mostly a secret. He hated the attention. He hated the attention he was getting as a star who lost his mom. If people found his plan, they will surely be talking about it too. Yeah. But he did hint about leaving. I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even those college posters all over the school were laughing at me. They were making fun of my impending doom. They were all saying, "Ha ha, see, you're gonna die alone here." Maybe I knew. I knew that Bea took an interest in Sam because she was just a clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for any guy who was nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature. It quickly devoured my mind. Soon anger took control of me, and I just needed someone to be mad at other than Brian. Even after he left me, anger stayed. Still haunts me in my sleep, and every time I open my eyes, it just gets worse. And again, it's time to wake up. But wake up for what? To be greeted by the fact that I just started running around in circles? That I must stick needles into my body so I can forget my past for a few fucking minutes? It's just like that story Miss Lassie told us about. The shortest horror story in the world. Last man on earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door. I don't know who it is, but I kept the door locked. No one comes in. No one goes out. I'm so tired. I just want it to end. Let's just wake up. Let's just open the door. I don't care who or what's waiting for me. But what about my diary? The one I've been keeping to remind myself how I'm the victim of everything that's happened. I don't know what I would do without it. What will keep me from going insane? So here comes the big question. Should I keep it? I'm gonna say yes. Fuck it. I'm not giving up the only thing that's left for me. Nothing's my fault. I'm not letting go of anything ever again. Just turn off the lights. Go to bed. Maybe everything will be better tomorrow. pressing the wrong keys. Uh-oh. A game by Seyun Choi. Assisted Seyun Bang. Fuck that. Audacity Creative Blender. Translations. My friend's family. Wow, very small team. Well, how do you like that? Ooh, continue? Maybe, let's see, where does it pick up here? I'm interested. I remember this game now, like a good few years ago, I watched Jacksepticeye played this, I know. Let's say no this time. Well, let's find out, Apple. No, it's time to admit. I've been keeping a memory of lies. I'm the only one to blame for this shit I had to deal with. It's about time I burned it. But what after that? I could open the door out of here, face whatever's waiting for me, or I could just stay with the fire and let go. Whatever the choice, it's time to light the fire. Oh, it's Sam. Oh. Oh. Come on. The death of Sam Holt, initially reported as suicide, was shed light by a former classmate. Kyle Jenkins confessed he was with Miss Holt when she fell to her death on Colton Hill in 2006. According to the shocking revelation, the 14-year-old transfer student from San Diego was involved in a heated conversation with Miss Jenkins. Well, there you go. For some reason, it's now smaller on my stream.
Shower you with coconut cream pie.
Thanks. Well, folks, thus concludes Love Sam, the game I went into completely blind and played in only about 2 hours. It's pretty short, actually. But man, what a twisting narrative. That was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, that was so cool. And there were some pretty good jump scares. Not gonna lie, there were some things that really got me. I liked it. If you're still watching, thank you. That was a good recommendation. I really enjoyed it. Let's see if I can send you all off somewhere. Maybe to someplace less scary. Let's see, who's streaming right now? Well, I hate to tell you, but I am going to send you someplace a little bit scary. My friend Peach, Psycho Ghoul, is playing some Dead by Daylight. So I'm going to send you over their way. One moment, let me see how you spell their name. I know there are 2 zeros. Psycho Ghoul. I think like that. Is that right? Yes, it is. All right, folks. Well, I want to thank you, as always. die in the sunlight. Thank you as always for joining me. As always, stay sassy, stay classy, stay grassy. I will see you on the other side.